Anyway, it's Wayne O'Keefe, and it's a pretty cool winter's morning. We've had some rain overnight. I'm fishing the Goulburn River, and I'm going to be using a number of baits today. The first thing I've done before I do anything really is once I arrive, I've thrown in some of the burley pellets that I have into the area that I'll be fishing so that I can start drawing the fish in while I'm setting up my gear and getting everything ready. Now, because it's winter, of course, our Australian natives really sort of slow down at that time. In fact, most of the fish in these waters will slow down at that time. So I might only have small windows of time when they'll be feeding. What I want to do is take advantage of that by getting some burley out, so I draw them in, so when they're hungry they'll come in. I don't expect to catch a lot today. I hope to catch something that would be nice, and there could be some Murray crays in here. And, well, sorry, I know there are some Murray crays in here. It could be possible that I hook a couple of those as well. They are very active in those winter months, and I've caught them here before as well. I return those. I just see it as a buy case, but it's always interesting to get one in, and we'll see how it goes today. Okay, looks like I'm into one now. Oh boy. And I think it's just gone straight into a snag. Well, I can still feel it on there. Took me straight into a snag. So I was fishing next to a snag, I must admit. Because the fish will obviously locate close to structure, but this now has been my undoing, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get him out. Well, I had to break that one off. Now I'm really hoping that was not the only fish I'm going to hook today, but that's what happens when we fish among structure. That's where the fish will be, but you really haven't got a lot of chance to, or much time to actually react. So I've lost one, and I will be pretty upset if that was the only fish today. Anyway, I'll keep going. I think I'll sort of go a bit further away from that snag. Might mean that I don't get any bites, but at least I won't get caught up in there. So I'll see how that goes. Well, I just cast in, put the rod down, and just even before the weight, the burley cage, and it hit bottom, I got a really good bite. The trouble is, it was just one hit and off, and I thought, oh, okay, it sort of didn't take properly, and the hook was pulled out of its mouth. No, the hook pulled off. So what it's meant is that I hadn't tied it properly, so I hadn't knotted it properly. Rookie mistake. Very disappointing, because at the moment I haven't caught a fish yet, and I've had one that snagged me, and then this other bite which let me down with the hook. So your knots are so important. So very bad Wayne, but good lesson. Always test your knots properly. I won't do that again. Well, I found another spot. I have fished here before. I must say it's much lower than normal. So in winter, what happens with the Goulburn River, that I think the water is used for irrigation during summer, so there's more water released, or at least the flows aren't modified. The flows are modified so that irrigation can happen. That's turned off in winter when irrigation doesn't happen. This is down about 30 centimeters from what the normal flow is. So I've cast into a spot. There is clear areas here, which is good. So I'll see how I go. So really, the last couple of hours that I've been fishing, I wasn't all that productive, simply because I wasn't presenting my bait properly. I'll see if I can do that now. So I've done a bit of exploration around the bottom, searched out some spots. I'm casting a bit of a drop off, but I've got two different distances with two different rods. Well, I've hooked into one after quite a while. Not a big fish, but at least it's something. and it's a carp, but it's a fish. Oh, boy, it's taken me a while to get this in. A fish today. There we go. And I haven't slipped over, which is really good. So, after a lot of effort and quite a bit of snags and challenges and everything, I at least got a fish. So thankfully, not a huge fish, I'll just show you, not a huge fish, okay, but a carp, and struck on worms. I'm very, very happy to have caught this today. So I hate going home without actually catching something. It would have been nice to know what the fish were that I had missed, but at least I know that I was able to catch this on a very, very hard day where the fish weren't biting. I had to try so many different things, where I was getting snagged up, and I thought I was going to catch nothing at all. So, okay, good outcome. Yes, it is only a carp, but it's a bit of fun. Fishing today was really, really tough. I spent 4 hours in total fishing, but I only spent 2 hours here. So I got that fish in 2 hours. Got one other bite, and that was it at this spot. And as you know, I got broken off and lost a hook and silly things on the other side. But what really counts for me today is that I caught this fish. I would have liked to have caught an Australian native, but I was happy to catch anything when it's really tough. It's very, very cold. The conditions are not good. The barometric pressure has plummeted. Not good conditions for catching fish right now. If the pressure comes up a little bit, it might be great tomorrow. So I might give it a fish tomorrow as well. But just as far as changing things to try and catch that fish, what I made different things. I put bigger hooks on, I put smaller hooks on. I tried the baits I used today: cheese, shrimp, worms. I used the dough bait that I had. I used bits of corn. I had a little bit of bread. And at the end, what really made the difference was I used a cocktail bait on the rod that caught that fish. I changed the hook. I made it a red hook. I put worms on it, and then on the red shank, I put a small piece of a garlic flavored dough bait that I had made. And that's what I got the fish with today. So, I mean, sometimes you just have to change so many things and you have to try so many things, but if you do try, you can get those fish. And for me, it's all about trying to work out the situation so I can get those fish, but it just shows you can do it, you know, if you just try different things. So, pretty pleased with that. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up.